Download the AllStar app. Make your picks for UFC fights, challenge your friends, level up and win prizes. Link in description. Get it now. All right, UFC Vegas 93 main event. A flyweight bout. We got a flyweight right here. That's why we do all the flyweight bouts. We're going to get into this. Alex Perez versus Tatsuro Taira. Tatsuro stepping up big. He's ranked, I believe, as you know. Perez
Number
been
12.
ranked. Yeah, Perez been ranked for a long time. You know,
He's
been
8
around.
now.
Yeah, it's an interesting matchup because I think Perez wasn't supposed to be on this card.
No.
And he got set up against Tatsuro Taira. It's like they're using Perez to see how good Taira is.
They definitely are.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's definitely hungry for a resurgence. It's his third fight this year.
Yeah.
He's definitely hungry for his resurgence, and man's working. And I think this fight is sort of, on one hand, gauging Taira, and on the other hand, it's sort of like feeding the comeback or the resurgence of Perez. So however it goes, it's obviously it's beneficial for either of these guys, you know, but it's sort of I wouldn't say make or break for Taira, but it's definitely what level are you actually at? You know, when you're 15-0 and doing well in the UFC and everything and have finishes, both knockout and submission finishes, you know, they definitely want to see if he's going to be cream of the crop.
Yeah, man. He had so we're going to get into Perez, man. He had a long, you know, after he fought for the title and lost, he just had unfortunate events after unfortunate events, losses. And then, you know, this year he kind of got back on the horse in March, and he took on Makaev and lost that. But he actually performed pretty good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We were like you and me, we talked about it. We were surprised about the defense that he had against Makaev. And if he would have done a little bit better, he probably would have beat him.
Yeah.
You know what
I mean, it was a unanimous decision. I thought, you know, the performance was good. He just needed basically to get some rust off, I think.
Yeah.
And
Because he hasn't been the last time he fought before that was in 2022 against Pantoja.
Yeah.
Which is a long layoff. And then he got the rust off, came back like 2 months later, pretty much.
Yeah.
And knocks out
Nikolai,
Mateus Nikolai, which was shocking to a lot of people because I thought Mateus was going to beat him. But Perez proved us wrong.
Yeah.
And showed us that he is still a top 10 fighter. And he can finish dudes. Got the performance bonus.
He's got that boxing, man.
Yeah, and then now he's jumping in 2 months later again against Tatsuro Taira in a main event, back-to-back main events.
Yeah.
You got yeah, man. That's basically what Perez has been going through, man. I think he's got over the mental hump.
Yeah.
I think that's something that a lot of people don't talk about. They just talk about recent performances, but I think the mental hump is what he needed to get over, and he's got his confidence back. And man, this is gonna be a crazy
hungry.
fight.
He's hungry as.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's you get sort of like someone who's super hungry for their comeback and to prove who they are and who they've already established themselves. I'm still me versus you get an up and coming kid who is hungry being like, this is who I am sort of situation.
Yeah, when you look at Taira, man, he's undefeated, 15-0, 24 years old. He's got the world
7
by the
submissions
balls.
and 4 knockouts.
Yeah, he's actually kind of tall for the division at 5'7". Is that tall for the division? 5'7"?
Yeah. It's getting there. I've definitely fought taller guys. I fought guys like 5'9".
Okay.
Those are tall guys.
Yeah, and those guys are cutting a lot of weight probably. You know what I mean? 5'9" is pretty tall for...
Yeah, they're lanky.
Yeah, lanky and skinny already. He came up through the Shuto. If you know anything about Japan and the regional scene, Shuto is one of the longest running promotions ever. You know what I mean? Like, these guys been around forever. He was a champ there, I believe. Just this dude just gets you to the ground and just finishes you. That's what he does. There's
Triangle,
no secret.
RNC, triangle, ground punches, ground punches, ground punches,
Yeah. So it's like,
front choke.
what's his
triangle
striking look
choke.
like? What happens if he can't get you down
Yeah.
and the guy's a better striker? Then what happens?
And Alex is a good wrestler and he's a boxer.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's definitely it's definitely gonna be a big challenge. Like I'm obviously a little bit biased when it comes to it, just because Alex is a friend of mine. But at the same time, if I'm just looking at this objectively, I don't think Alex's skill set plays in Taira's favor, and I think this is a very hard challenge for him to overcome. I actually don't see him doing it. Just objectively speaking, I think this might be his first loss.
I don't understand why Alex is the underdog.
Yeah, I don't understand.
He's
that
proven, dude. Like,
Yeah.
like Taira, yeah, he's undefeated and he's had some good performances in the UFC, but
Alex
Perez,
has fought everyone.
Yeah, he's fought the best of the best, dude.
Yeah.
Like right now, the guy that's the champ, he fought him. He fought Figueiredo. Like,
And he was just in there twice this year.
yeah, Taira has fought. Let's name the guys he's fought. He fought Carlos Candelario, CJ Vergara, Jesus Aguilar, Edgar Chairez, and Carlos Hernandez. These are no top 15 guys.
No.
None of them are.
Exactly. And Alex has fought Figgy. He's fought Pantoja. He's fought
top. Just guys
every
that are
time.
just the guys that would just run through it. Let's say any of these guys that he fought went to the regional scene, they would just go run through so many people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Like, I don't like I said, I don't understand how Alex Perez, because he shut me up because I thought he was going to lose his last fight. He shut me up. Now I'm on his train. I think Alex Perez goes in there and gets the knockout. I
Yeah.
think he has good enough wrestling.
Yeah.
Especially, I think the Apex is going to help him as well. Kind of like crowd Taira. Once Taira can't get him down, if he gets him down, then it's a different game. Like, you got to be on your P's and Q's with Taira with this.
Yeah,
jiu-jitsu.
100%. He's gotta really be on it if he does get down. But I agree with you. I see him stuffing those takedowns and getting out, just outboxing.
Unless Taira can like sneak to his back, like have him pressed against the fence and just Alex makes a mistake and he kind of swings behind him and jumps on his back. I could see that happening as well. But I think Alex is much smarter.
Yeah.
And like you said, he's been active. He's fought twice already this year. He's gonna be on his P's and Q's with the fence wrestling,
He's not gonna let what Pantoja did happen again.
and the calf kicks.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna use a lot of calf kicks. Remember,
I
he
felt
finished.
those kicks.
Who did he finish with calf kicks?
It was nasty. That was a while ago.
That was a while ago.
But
Formiga, wasn't it Formiga?
Formiga,
Yeah, it was Formiga.
Yeah.
Juicy Formiga was one of the guys like in the flyweight division for a long time, and I don't even think I thought he was gonna beat Formiga because Formiga was so good at that time, and he just goes in there and leg kicks him, and finishes him in the first round with leg kicks. I could see that happening in this fight,
good.
and if he does land those leg kicks, those calf kicks on him, Tiara's gonna have a hard time trying to close the distance.
Yeah. No, I see Alex stopping the takedowns and just outstriking him, picking him apart. To be honest, I see a finish.
Mm-hmm.
I see it maybe second round, even third round. But yeah, that's what I'm going with.
I'm gonna go with the ground and pound finish
Okay.
by Pereira, or not Pereira.
Perez.
Alex Perez. If you put Alex Perez's name together, it's Pereira. But I'm just saying. But yeah, I think that in the beginning, Taira might have some success right at the start. You know what I mean? Because there's that filling out period.
Yeah.
But if Perez goes out there and uses his boxing and the calf kicks and keeps that distance well and defends well, man, I think it's gonna get to a point where Taira is gonna get desperate.
Yeah.
And I don't like using the word desperate, but I think he's gonna have to like go in his tool belt a little bit more. I think the deeper you go in your tool belt, the more mistakes you make. That's what I think.
100%.
Right?
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever said that on a show before, but I think in fighting, when you go deeper and deeper into your tool set, it's stuff that you don't know as well as your strengths.
They're not your A game. You're suddenly going into your B or C game.
You can't do that against the top guys in the world unless your B and C game is your A game. You know what I mean? Like,
basically.
so
You got to get that real big Batman utility belt.
Exactly. So I think, we both are thinking Perez.
Yeah.
I'm not going to underestimate Perez again. I don't like picking against Asians, but hey, this is not a show about Asians, and I don't really know Taira, so if I knew him, it'd be a different situation, maybe. Like if I knew him, but I don't know him, so it is what it is. I say Perez, 3rd round, TKO on the ground, because I think Taira might start pulling guard or something.
Okay, I see Perez 3rd round as well. I see a drop. I see him getting chipped away in the 2nd round and it not looking good, and then 3rd round he just drops him and referee just goes